Hey folks, Michael from Raccoon City Pinball here. I just got access to the Overwatch 2 beta.
I've learned a lot
I
from my
signed up for it. I didn't
experiences.
think I would get access, but here I am. And I'm just going to talk through the first match I played. This is the my first push game during the Overwatch 2. And I'm not playing live here. I'm just like watching footage I played before, and just going to provide some commentary to it. Right. So I play support mainly, played Mercy on this particular map because it's kind of like good to kind of get an overview of how the game works, right? And I had no idea what push was. I learned, I know now that there's a robot that you're kind of pushing towards both sides of the map, and it's kind of like a tug of war with a robot. So when the fight starts here, I have no idea. The thing is, when you start on a new map, it's just like you have no idea where you're starting, right? So it's just like, where is the enemy coming from? Where are the choke points? And you don't know those mechanics at all, right? So I was just trying to figure out my positioning here. My teammates in this particular game, this is just a random game. They kind of seem to know where they were hitting because I had no idea. Here, obviously, McCree found a really good flank there, yeah, and I called it out that McCree was behind us, but nobody was paying attention. I don't think people have voice activated in most of these random games anyway. One thing that I noticed is that you always spawn at the same spot, right? So regularly in Overwatch, you spawn at different points depending on where you're taking your objective. That is not the case with the push at all. So you spawn at the exact same location all the time, and that is sort of like spawn camping would be beneficial in this case, right? Because they just use the healer, and you could go back and just camp me. I mean, that McCree could just go camp me all day long, no problem. So another thing here is like there's only 5 versus 5. There's no 6 versus 6 anymore. Like they removed that. It's only 5 versus 5, and the spot that they removed is the tank, right? So there's only one tank. And what has happened is that these tanks have received some pretty significant buffs. Deuce is now a tank as well. He's like really weird. But in this particular game where both teams are playing with Orisa, which has quite an impressive arsenal, if I may say so myself. I kind of tried to figure out a little bit, but it was really difficult. She doesn't have the drop down shield. She gets this like javelin that she's spinning and pushing and throwing at people. It's just completely bonkers. It's pretty fun. But anyhow, at the end of the day, this particular gameplay, when you play 5 versus 5, is that there's always something happening, right? I mean, the dynamic of the game is so much different now because you can't really camp with your team behind 2 shields and do stuff like that. It's just like you have to be on it, right? So as a support character, all of a sudden you need to be more proactive. You need to get the gun out like that. Yeah, like clip McCree there, and that's basically what's expected from you now. As a support character, you need to help the team more actively, because you can't run around and hide, right? So I'm certainly gonna have to change my style of play if I'm going into this. Yeah, that was a pretty stupid ult there, but please. So here, for the new character who I'm currently healing and boosting is Sojourn, right? And to be quite honest, they haven't made her very distinct in her appearance next to Tracer, because she kind of looks like a Tracer if you see her shadow or like her silhouette in the pillars and things like that. She looks just like Tracer, and I thought all the time she was Tracer running around, but it's not, right? It's Sojourn. Most DPS are playing it normal. So I think that they kind of need to fix that, because it's I bet there's more people than me are concerned about that. Another thing as well is like when your teammates die, they kind of like lie and float as a silhouette. It looks really weird. You can't really figure out what's going on there, but that's just a new game mechanic I need to get used to. Yeah, there's like the Orisa's like spinning javelin thing is just like so hilarious to look at. Her ult is just bonkers. There's a weird thing happening towards the end of this match. You just need to watch. It's so funny. In general, I kind of like this map. There's a lot of angles and there's a lot of flanking spots and a lot of places to hide, especially for support. And yeah, look how intense it is. It's like there's like 5 versus 5. It's like everyone is like at the same spot all the time. There's no camping. There's really no choke point because the choke point is where the action is basically. Like, yeah, believe it or not, Sombra became the player of the game in this match. There's not a lot of skill play in this game whatsoever. Alright, we're moving along here. So the tug of war with the robot, just like he moves pretty fast when he gets when you take him over, and the objective is that he's pushing this shield on each side of the map, right? And that becomes a mechanic as well. We play on you can hide behind it, and you kind of have that the team can kind of group up behind it.
Let's fix that.
It's pretty tight here, but in one of the other push maps I played, it was a lot of
Escorting the robot.
it was not that dynamic where you kind of moved behind the robots while you were moving along. Yeah, the running on these maps is just bonkers because now we're kind of at the tail end. Not tail end, we're actually only halfway. But it's kind of like a swirl up a staircase. A lot of drop downs like this one right here. It's on the other push maps as well where you get like really good flank points. Yeah, you look at that. This looks like tracers running around there. Yeah, that was a good transcendence by the stand there.
Now it's go time.
Behind me there. And another thing is that they obviously changed all the UI, all the elements, like the fonts and the layout and stuff like that. Some characters they haven't changed much yet, but I bet it's coming. But one cool thing is that they've changed a lot of the sound and the sound effects. Like there's a lot of new voiceovers. But besides that, it's kind of like it just feels like Overwatch 1, to be honest. It's not like that big of a difference. But the graphics have changed a lot because I can't run this on Epic anymore on my computer. When you're watching this footage here, it's shot in high, right? Because I want to kind of have a frame rate at least over 100 to play smoothly. Obviously, you only get it now. Yeah, look at this ult here. So both the Orisa off their ult. And the thing is, with the Orisa ult, it kind of charges up. You can kind of like blast out. It's like a diva bomb, sort of. And kind of when you plant yourself, spinning the javelin, you can execute it earlier, right? So if our Orisa would have popped, like triggered the whole prematurely before the other Orisa, we might have won that battle. I don't know. But we're running out of time here anyway, and we pushed the robots so much farther than the other team. And another thing I don't know if they're going to change either is the dynamic of the map in terms of, because the maps are asymmetrical, we kind of feel like they're asymmetrical. So this is just a single round, right? We managed to push further and the round is over. We won, right?
Victory.
So I don't know if that is going to change anyhow. But at the end of the day, it's a pretty substantial update. There hasn't been that much action going on in Overwatch for quite a while now. I mean, I have a couple of thousand hours on it, right? So I've been around since launch, and it's been dry the last few years, to be honest. So this feels kind of fresh, new. One new character, a lot of rework is being done by a lot of the old characters. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. All right, so that was that one match, and hope you enjoyed it. I might start streaming this game. I have no idea. Who knows? All right. Cheers. Take care.